Welcome to the Wisdom Path. In this video, we will explore 5 powerful habits that transform my life in just 1 week. Yes, 1 week. I know it sounds impossible, but these are not just ordinary tips. These are deep and meaningful practices rooted in mindfulness and simplicity. They have helped me find balance, clarity, and inner peace. And I truly believe they can do the same for you. Whether you're looking for more harmony in your daily life, better focus, or simply a sense of peace, these habits can guide you in the right direction. So, grab a cup of tea or coffee, find a quiet place, and let's begin this journey together. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the Wisdom Path. By doing so, you support the creation of meaningful content and ensure you don't miss out on future videos. Now, let's get started. Habit 1, rising early. The first habit that changed my life was waking up early. Let me be honest, I was never a morning person. My mornings used to be rushed and stressful, and I always felt like I was running behind. But one day, I decided to change that. I set my alarm for 5 a.m., and at first, it was a real struggle. The bed was warm, and my mind was full of excuses to stay in it. However, in Zen philosophy, they say that true discipline comes from mastering the mind, not letting it control you. So I ignored the voice telling me to sleep and got up, and something magical happened. The early morning silence was different. It wasn't just the absence of noise, it was a space where I could hear my own thoughts clearly. Instead of rushing through my day, I started it with calmness. I used this extra time for simple things, deep breathing, stretching, and a few minutes of meditation. One morning, as I sat in silence watching the sunrise, I felt something profound. The world was waking up, and I was there to witness it, fully present. The colors in the sky, the cool morning air, the quiet. It all felt like a reminder that life is beautiful in its simplest moments. Waking up early didn't just give me extra time, it gave me clarity. Instead of starting my day in a rush, I began it with intention. I planned my day, enjoyed my breakfast, and set a positive tone for everything that followed. If you're not a morning person, I encourage you to try this for just a few days. Wake up 15 minutes earlier than usual and spend that time doing something that brings you peace. Maybe it's reading, stretching, or just sitting in silence. You might discover that mornings can become your favorite part of the day. Habit 2, daily movement. The second habit that truly transformed my life was daily physical activity. To be honest, I used to avoid exercise. I always had excuses. I was too tired, too busy, or I'd start tomorrow. But one day, I decided to commit to just 20 minutes a day of movement, no matter what. At first, it wasn't easy. My muscles were sore, and I wanted to quit. But something incredible happened after just a few days. I woke up feeling more energized. My mood improved, and I felt less stressed. That's when I realized exercise isn't just about physical fitness, it's about mental clarity too. One morning, I went for a run in the cold air. As I ran, I felt a deep connection between my body and mind. There was a sense of freedom in simply moving forward, in focusing on my breath and the rhythm of my steps. It was like meditation in motion. Exercise doesn't have to be intense or complicated. It can be a simple walk, dancing to your favorite song, or practicing yoga. The key is consistency. Just 20 minutes a day can make a huge difference. It's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about honoring your body and giving it the movement it needs to thrive. If you struggle to get started, begin with something you enjoy. The important thing is to make movement a habit, not a chore. Over time, you'll find that your body craves it, and you'll start looking forward to it every day. Habit 3, journaling for clarity. The third habit that brought a significant change to my life was journaling. For years, I thought journaling was something only writers or highly introspective people did. I never considered it useful for someone like me until I tried it. I started by writing just a few sentences each night. At first, I didn't know what to say. But as the days went on, I realized that journaling was more than just writing. It was a form of self-reflection. I wrote about my thoughts, my emotions, and even small wins I experienced throughout the day. One evening, after a particularly stressful day, I poured my thoughts onto paper. As I wrote, I felt my mind become lighter, as if I was unloading the weight of the day. It was like talking to a wise, patient friend who simply listened without judgment. The more I journaled, the more patterns I noticed in my thinking. I became aware of my worries, my fears, and my habits. This awareness helped me make better decisions and approach challenges with a clearer mind. Journaling doesn't need to be complicated. Start with a simple question: how was my day? Write freely without worrying about grammar or structure. Over time, this habit can become a powerful tool for self-discovery and emotional balance. Habit 4, mindful eating. The fourth habit that transformed my life was mindful eating. Before, I used to eat in a hurry, often distracted by my phone or a screen. Meals were just another task on my to-do list, something to get through rather than something to experience. But then I started eating with awareness. I slowed down, paid attention to the flavors, textures, and smells of my food. Instead of eating mindlessly, I focused on every bite. I noticed how food made me feel, both physically and emotionally. Mindful eating is not about strict dieting or avoiding certain foods. It's about being present and appreciating what we consume. It helps us recognize hunger and fullness cues, reduces overeating, and allows us to truly enjoy our meals. Habit 5, digital detox. The final habit that had a profound impact on my life was reducing screen time. I used to constantly check my phone, scroll through social media, and get lost in endless notifications. It felt normal, but it was draining my energy and attention. I decided to set limits. I started by turning off notifications and dedicating certain times of the day to be completely screen-free. Instead of mindless scrolling, I spent that time reading, meditating, or simply being present with my thoughts. The change was incredible. My focus improved, I slept better, and I felt more connected to the real world. Conversations became deeper, my stress levels dropped, and I found joy in simple activities I once overlooked. If you feel overwhelmed by digital distractions, try setting small boundaries. Designate an hour before bed as screen-free time. Take breaks from social media or replace screen time with an activity you love. You'll be amazed at how much more peaceful and present you feel. That concludes our 5 life-changing habits. I hope these insights inspire you to take small steps toward a more mindful, balanced life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to The Wisdom Path. Thank you for joining me on this journey.